Picture a glamorous actress who's always appeared to have it all. A string of successful roles, a huge fan following, and a seemingly perfect life. But beneath that polished veneer, there's a swirl of rumors suggesting her career path might be paved with hidden agendas and secret scandals. Lately, many are whispering that she's actually an expert at stirring up trouble behind the scenes, whether it's entangling herself with married co-stars or strategically leaping from one powerful relationship to the next. The real kicker? One major A-list actor is finally breaking his silence, revealing how this star allegedly tore his family apart. The story goes back to 2010, when she was cast in a crime drama set in the rugged streets of Boston. He was the film's director and leading man, already married to America's sweetheart, Jennifer Garner. Their relationship seemed untouchable, but rumors say trouble began brewing the moment our actress waltzed into the audition room. Whispers claim he specifically insisted on hiring her, ignoring higher-ups who thought she was an odd choice. She was determined to prove everyone wrong, apparently fighting tooth and nail for the role, and most insiders say she got her way largely because of his backing. Once filming kicked off, so did the speculation. Their chemistry was undeniable, on and off the camera, and supposedly, it didn't take long for lines to blur. He was often spotted taking her on late-night drives to help her research. When questioned, they brushed it off as professional commitment, but observers couldn't help raising eyebrows. Weren't there more traditional ways to prep for a movie role than solo car rides at night? Especially for a married man whose wife was busy caring for their children at home. Fans were prepared to give both of them the benefit of the doubt. After all, she'd cultivated a squeaky clean image, the charming, approachable star of a popular teen drama who radiated girl-next-door vibes. But behind the scenes, rumors were popping up like wildflowers. Some alleged she wasn't shy about flirting with him in full view of the cast and crew. Others claimed she had a habit of encroaching on taken men, an accusation that would soon grow louder. Then came the nanny scandal that rocked Hollywood. Around that same time, she deftly slipped away from the spotlight, letting him take the brunt of the bad press. People started to wonder if she'd orchestrated the perfect dodge, quietly stepping aside when the heat became too intense. Speculation soared that the star was on a personal mission to secure a Hollywood power spouse, picking each romantic target with razor-sharp precision. Blind items around that period hinted that she was husband-searching, courtesy of influential connections that boosted her presence and paved her path. Several hush-hush accounts claimed she wasn't above, building cozy relationships with directors and co-stars if it meant an inside track to bigger roles or better industry positioning. It all sounded shady, but nobody could confirm it. Until her name surfaced again in another big Hollywood breakup, this time involving Ryan Reynolds and Scarlett Johansson. Ryan was still married to Scarlett, widely recognized as one of the most formidable actresses in the business. But rumor has it, he couldn't handle playing second fiddle to her success and started seeking comfort elsewhere. Coincidence or not, our actress was right there, offering a supportive ear. The timeline is murky, but the moment Scarlett and Ryan's split went public, gossip began swirling that this ambitious young star had found her opening once again. She'd just come off a brief fling with Leonardo DiCaprio, which, interestingly enough, didn't lead to anything lasting. The second Ryan's divorce was final, she pivoted away from any DiCaprio talk and seemed to nestle immediately into Ryan's life. That lightning-fast relationship jump made people question if she'd had her sights on Ryan all along. Industry. Insiders noted how they looked suspiciously cozy during their press tours. Then, after just a few short months, she was walking down the aisle with him. Call it destiny, call it opportunism. Either way, it solidified her status as half of a Hollywood golden couple. They quickly painted a portrait of domestic bliss, overshadowing any messy rumors about how their relationship began. To observers who only see red carpet events or social media posts, she's the ultimate success story, a bright, successful actress who turned each project into another stepping stone toward bigger fame and a dream life. Yet the murmurs from co-stars suggest a very different experience. One stand-in from her early TV days came forward, claiming our actress was, in her words, horrendous to work with. The stories included everything from controlling behavior to bizarre instances of deliberately making people uncomfortable on set. Others from the same show recalled tension so thick you could slice it with a knife, especially between her and the actress who played her on-screen frenemy. They reportedly avoided each other like the plague off camera, fueling speculation that the friction wasn't just good acting, it was genuine dislike. The repeated claim is that whenever our star senses competition or sees someone else grabbing the spotlight, she either distances herself or knocks them off balance. Nobody can forget when an actor who briefly played her love interest had to exit the show under weird circumstances. He later gave a tight-lipped interview implying that he'd never work with her again. This track record followed her from set to set, raising eyebrows about her carefully guarded persona. But the real ticking time bomb started when Justin Baldoni's name got thrown into the mix. People whispered she tried the same moves on him, turning up the charm, testing boundaries, yet he wasn't interested in crossing any lines. This time, her alleged strategy didn't pan out. Instead of quietly stepping back, she became entangled. In a legal showdown that painted him as the villain, friends of Baldoni insist he's a devoted family man who wouldn't budge from his moral code. If that's true, it means her usual approach failed. Now, it's all culminating in a fiasco that neither side can keep under wraps. Meanwhile, Ben Affleck has started dropping hints about what really went down during the Town era. Insiders claim he's more open than before, admitting he made serious mistakes that cost him his marriage, but also refusing to bear all the blame. If she was the one who got too friendly in the first place, and then ghosted him when chaos erupted, it suggests a pattern. Get close to the right person, further your career, then vanish when things get complicated. Jennifer Garner, for her part, has kept famously quiet. She rebuilt her life without pointing fingers, focusing on her kids, her new relationship with a businessman, and her blossoming food business. Yet people who followed the divorce news are reading between the lines. They see it as confirmation that something big happened, a betrayal that cut so deep Garner didn't even want to address it publicly. Now that the chatter has extended to more than one high-profile name, fans are looking back at all the times. Our star sidestepped controversies by changing boyfriends, changing co-stars, or distracting the public with carefully curated images of her perfect marriage. Each time, the hype around her personal life cooled off just as she landed a new role, a fresh endorsement deal, or a primetime talk show appearance. Once again, the question arises, has everyone been fooled by an expertly polished facade? Speculation revved up again when some of her private photos allegedly leaked online. She called them fake, but many people weren't convinced. Critics wondered if it was all just a diversionary tactic to pull the focus away from other brewing scandals. Considering how quickly the gossip about her alleged fling with Ben vanished after that photo leak, it's hard not to suspect some orchestrated timing. Now, with the new fiasco tied to Justin Baldoni, folks can't help drawing parallels. The moment negativity circles her, some new angle conveniently appears to shift the narrative. Ben Affleck's readiness to talk is hitting at the worst possible time for her. She's already managing legal drama that threatens to expose more skeletons in the closet. If he decides to tell all about their rumored behind-the-scenes romance, there's no telling what kind of damage it could do to the image she spent years perfecting. The coverage could escalate into a full-blown media circus, overshadowing any projects she has lined up. And although her fans are fiercely loyal, every wave of scandal chips away at her credibility. Meanwhile, Jennifer Garner has emerged from the heartbreak better than ever. She's not just the star of a few family-friendly flicks, she's a businesswoman, a producer, and a continuous example of grace under fire. If anything, the prolonged speculation that she was wronged in her marriage has only increased public sympathy for her. She's proof that you can walk away from a toxic situation, maintain your composure, and find happiness without tearing someone else down in the process. So the burning question remains, did our actress actually sabotage one marriage, only to hop over to another famous man and cause chaos again? Or is this all just smoke and mirrors, a string of coincidences that paint her in an unfair light? Some say the truth lies somewhere in the middle. A driven performer who's willing to push boundaries for a shot at success, but who also ends up in complicated entanglements. Others claim she's a full-blown manipulator, always looking for the next trophy. Regardless, the stories keep rolling in, and each new rumor seems even more explosive than the last.